Past this information has been suppressed, but now it can be told. Every man, woman, and mutant on this planet shall know the truth about de-evolution.
Oh, Dad, we're all Devo.
There's been any scientific evidence of de-evolution?
People could consciously put tails back on their bodies. It might not be a bad idea.
Is this a put on?
No.
Devo, a rock and roll band of sorts, noted for music that purposefully sounds as if it comes from a group of computerized mechanical musicians. Noted also for their theory of de-evolution, or Devo for short. De-evolution is a discredited scientific concept which says that humanity evolved from cannibalistic apes and is now in the process of devolving into a lower form of life. But don't be misled into thinking that Devo is just another gimmicky rock group. They also have the gift of being able to laugh at themselves. In fact, that's what Devo is all about. Total parody of the establishment, including established music.
Humor is a big part of Devo. It has to be with anything.
In a relatively short period of time, these 5 guys from Akron, Ohio, 2 sets of brothers and a friend, have achieved considerable fame by singing about a society where citizens are overwhelmed by technology. All 5 grew up figuratively in the shadow of the huge Goodyear rubber factory in Akron. Their uniforms are derived from those worn at the factory. Interestingly, the group started playing music to provide a soundtrack for some short movies they made about de-evolution.
Are we not men? We are Devo. Are we not men? DVO. Are we not men? We are Devo. Are we not men? DVO.
Devo was just there to take into account a lot of things happening. You know, chaos, breakdown of energy, unwinding, entropy, all the things that better people than myself have discovered a long time ago, you know, like Einstein and Bertrand Russell and 20, 40, 100 other people. Mm-hmm. You know, we're applying it. You know, we're just musical scientists applying it to the culture.
Do you think your music frightens some people?
Only if they're dishonest.
How do you mean that?
Anybody that's honest likes Devo, because Devo is based on stripping away programmed and, you know, programmed shame, learned shame. People that are locked into shame don't, you know, they get threatened by Devo.
It's true that many people are threatened by Devo, so threatened that they miss the fact that the band does play some interesting music. Although the band attracted only a small cult following at first, they are beginning to get a lot of radio airtime and a lot of attention from other established musicians. In fact, it's reported that Mick Jagger called Devo's version of Satisfaction the best he'd ever heard.
Can't get no satisfaction. I can't get me no satisfaction. And I try, and I try, and I try. I can't get no, I can't get me no. When I'm riding in my car and a man comes on the radio, he's telling me more and more about some useless information supposed to fire my imagination. I can't get no.
Why do you think your fans are drawn to your music? What about it do they like?
I think it's because we have new sounds, new types of rhythms that fill a need again. It touches something new in people's bodies again. You know, I was originally with rock and roll. The original rock and roll did that. Mm-hmm. It wasn't cerebral, it was actually visceral. Mm-hmm. A physical reaction, and I think that's basically what happens again. It always has to fulfill a need.
I can't get no. Hey, hey, hey. That's what I say.
What did you do before you were a musician?
What I did?
Yeah,
I was a scientist.
Were you? What kind?
radiation physics.
What did the other guys do?
Oh, Jerry was a designed graphics for a janitorial supply store. Bob was a meat man.
A meat man?
A meat man.
How do you mean?
He delivered meat.
Ah.
Alan was a aluminum siding applicator.
Mm-hmm.
Mark was an apartment house manager.
Any parting words for our audience?
If the spud fits, wear it.
Duty now for the future.
The fittest shall survive, the unfit may live.
Biology is destiny.
Lay 1,000,000 eggs or give birth to one.
And remember, we must repeat.
I can't get no. I can't get me no. I can't get no. I can't get me no. No, 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 no. I can't get me no. Well, I can't get no.
I haven't really heard how their first album is doing in sales, but apparently good enough for them to be putting out a second album in the spring. We'll be back in a moment to tell you about tomorrow night's show.